Our writing lesson today, we're going to work on our high frequency words and putting them together into a sentence. So let's go through these real quick because I know you know them. Ready? Starting here because Miss Brown forgot to teach you this one yesterday. So starting here, I like to see the and I bet you if I came over here you could read this word too. Like a cat eats fish. So A right here. Now let me think here. I'd like to add in two more words. Two more high frequency words. And by high frequency words, that just means that you will see them a lot when you read books, when you read anything. These are very common words. So let's add our next two. These are our new words. This word is wet. No, that's not a word. Wet? No. When we have that E at the end, kind of like C, when we have that E at the end, it says its name. It says E. So we have E, we. Now here, kind of the same thing. We have that vowel on the end. So if the vowel's on the end, we're going to say its name when we sound it out. G-O, go. We go. Now let's try it again. I'm going to point to a word. You're going to say it. Ready, set, two. And this one. I. And this one. We. What about this one? A. And what about here? Two. And here. Go. What about this one? See, the, and. So we have really great words here that can help us build sentences. Now, if I wanted to write a sentence about going to the park, how about I want to tell a story about me taking all of my students to the park. What would I write? I could write we, because that tells us the who, will go. Go's our verb because it's our action word. To the park. Oh, look, we have a second noun. But that's okay. Sentences with second nouns are just super awesome. So we have a sentence. We will go to the park. Now, what if I wrote this? Sorry if you hear the thunder in the background. It is raining. Okay, so I have space to the park. We need to figure out what words would go in those blanks. So, how about I am to the park? That would be weird for the to be here, because we have one right here. It just wouldn't make sense. So how about we look back up at this sentence here. We will go to the park. I blank to blank the, or sorry, I blank to the park. So I think we're talking about going somewhere. So if we're talking about going somewhere, because we have to the park, how about we put go here? All right, so now we have I blank to go to the park. Now that makes a little bit more sense, but we're not there yet. So what word should we use up here that would make this sentence? I to go to the park? I like to go to the park? Yeah, that's the one. So I like to go to the park. So being able to use these words really easily in your sentences will help you write, but it'll also help you read. Because if I wrote, I like to go to the store, look, this sentence is almost exactly the same as this sentence, and it almost means the same thing. I like to go somewhere. The somewhere changed, but it's still the same idea. And if you know this word, I, and you know it like, and you know to, and go, and the, you're going to be able to form all kinds of sentences. Let's try this one. My board's getting a little bit too wordy. All right, let's try this one. Okay. I blank the dog. Now, we could have a few options there that aren't on this board, like I pet the dog or I fed the dog, but we're not doing those. What we're paying attention to is these high frequency words. So, I want you to think, which word could you fit into this sentence? I blank the dog. I go the dog. I wee the dog. I a the dog. I the dog. I like the dog. That could work. I to the dog. I see the dog. That could work. I the dog. That would be weird. Two thes in one sentence? No way. Not right next to each other. I dog. I mean, I guess if you are a dog, if you're writing a make-believe story as a dog, sure, why not? So, you have three options here. That's okay. We can choose the one we like the best. I'm going to choose C. I see the dog. So, boys and girls, the more practice you have with these high frequency words, the easier time you're going to have writing your sentences, the easier time you're going to have reading. So, when we do our journal today, I want you to really focus on trying to use one of these words during our journal time. If we don't use one of these words during our journal time, I really hope you focus on it when we do any other writing assignment. All right, if you need any help, as always, I am waiting on the live camera for any questions. Other than that, I hope you enjoy your assignment, and bye for now.